Good day. Welcome to another edition of Spotlight on Mahopac Schools. Eric Gross, your host, along with Superintendent of Schools Christine Tona. Welcome.
Thank you, Eric. Nice to see you again.
Good seeing you. It's been a while. Nice, smooth opening for the first part of the year.
Yes, everything's been great. What a wonderful place to be. Mahopac Central School District is absolutely incredible. Such a welcoming community. The students are kind, they're respectful. I just enjoy being around them every day.
And Christine brought the good weather too, by the way. The gorgeous weather we've been having. I don't know, must have someone on Long Island weather bringing north.
I wish I could be responsible for the weather, but hopefully it stays as nice as it's been.
Because of course, you know, that SNOW will be here before you know it. And Christine, like the other superintendents, will be getting those 4 o'clock in the morning phone calls.
All right, we're ready if the snow starts to head this way.
Okay, well, let's hope it doesn't.
For a while.
Anyway, Science in the Air in Mahopac. We're going to be talking about the STEAM program here at Mahopac Schools, from the elementary schools, or in the middle school and the high school.
Yes, every day there's either through walking through the classrooms throughout the district or taking a look at the teachers' social media presence, there's something about science all the time. And it's so wonderful to see that we put such a high priority on the students being able to be inquisitive and collaborate with each other and learn so much about the world around them. And science and our STEAM program in general is state of the art.
The community supports science, supports the Mahopac schools. With a referendum that was approved a couple of years ago, that new STEAM section at the high school is amazing.
It is.
State of the art.
It's fabulous. And again, thank you so much to the community for their support, because it truly benefits our students. Just this week, some of our second graders from Fulmer Road were here at the high school working with high school students in the STEM lab and exploring all things mechanical and engineering. And both the second graders had a fantastic time and the high school students had a fantastic time.
And what a future these youngsters have.
They can see what they have to look forward to when they get to the high school. And our high school students, as I walked around and spoke to them, I encouraged some of them, hey, think about education. We need teachers. So hopefully that's something that that experience working with younger students gives them the idea that they can be teachers.
And of course, the STEAM fair at the middle school, the projects there are unbelievable.
I'm looking forward to my first STEAM fair. I've heard so much about it. And it truly is a K-12 collaboration here. The teachers throughout the district and the administrators throughout the district, they find ways to team up together so that education is truly a K-12 continuum.
What else do you say? Science, as we say, is in the air in the Mahopac School District. We're going to be talking to some people from the elementary level, the middle school level, and the high school level, and Christine and I will be right back. Mike Tremblay is the Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum here in Mahopac. And Mike, the elementary boys and girls, elementary children, really get involved in this at an early level, early age.
That's correct, Eric. We have the fortune to have had the foresight with previous administration, Board of Ed, and community support to establish a STEAM coaching position. And what a STEAM coaching position does, it's currently staffed by Miss Mimi Murphy, who's fantastic with our students. You may remember her as a physical education teacher, but she also has an affinity and a particular skill set to be able to help our teachers integrate STEAM topics into their daily instruction, but also help teachers understand how the various disciplines within STEAM connect to support our children in making those connections. So Mimi Murphy works with our teachers at the elementary level to push into their classrooms to model STEAM lessons so that every student has the opportunity to engage in activities, whether it be coding, whether it be taking that coding to a different level and actually integrating it into perhaps their social studies class or their art class, or any of the instructional technology tools that we may have to build robotics. So Ms. Murphy has her job to make those connections for the teachers and help the teachers help the students make those connections. So it's a really fascinating, interesting model, and Mimi does a great job of that. We also have a program and a connection to Northern Westchester BOCES Center for Environmental Education. And this has been a long-standing relationship between the district and Putnam Northern Westchester. And so the Center for Environmental Education provides fantastic programs for our teachers to select. It can be owl pellets, so students get to pull apart owl pellets to understand the digestive properties of the owl, but also see maybe what owls are eating to make a connection. They're all fully aligned to the New York State science standards, and these programs provide naturalists to come in and to further support our instruction of some STEAM-based topics.
You know, when you think the opportunities these youngsters have today, and starting at the elementary level, you know, babies, 6, 7, 8-year-old children, by the time they get to high school, that's where they excel the way they do today.
Well, hoping to instill that love of the discipline, the knowledge of how various aspects, whether it be science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, where those have natural connections in their studies, to realize they're not just isolated components and that they do come together to lead to an integrated approach to learning and understanding.
And hopefully more young people like Megan Bloomer to have their material published.
And I bet you if we asked Megan, she could probably tell you of the moment she really became inspired and motivated to continue on to do some of the high-level science and research that she's doing.
Okay. Michael, we thank you.
Thank you.
Michael Tremblay. We'll be right back. Well, the STEAM at the Mahopac Middle School is always a very involved program, especially when it comes to STEAM Fair Day. Tom Kazacria is the principal of the middle school. We have Kelly Kischak and Margaret Fox who run that very successful fair. And Tom, STEAM is a lot in Mahopac Middle School.
It is, and it's been growing over the last several years. These ladies several years ago came up with the idea of having this STEAM fair, and it's been really successful in growing each year. Along with that, we've incorporated it into our technology program that coincides with the Project Lead the Way program up here at the middle school, up at the high school. The Gateway program is the program we're using at the middle school currently.
So ladies, welcome. What is the STEAM fair?
Go ahead. You're good.
Well, it's taking science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, and it's a 2-day event now. On Friday, we'll have the middle school students visiting through, looking at all different science projects that the participants are presenting. And then on Saturday, it's a day open to the district, where we do have math stations, art displays, technology stations. Some of the languages are even involved. That's when the judging happens, and then that's also when the public gets to come and see the work that the students have done as well.
Margaret, do the kids come up with the ideas for these projects themselves?
Yeah, they really do. What's really great is that the high school students come to the middle school the day before Thanksgiving. We have STEAM kickoff day. And the high schoolers come to all the science classes, and the students go through the scientific method and how to go about finding a project. They sign up to the classroom, and it's a really fun day. And then the kids start researching and trying to figure out what it is they want to do. And the best part is that the Honor Society students from the high school come to the middle school once a week for about 6 weeks prior to help mentor the students if they want the help.
So this almost becomes a district-wide project.
Absolutely. I mean, we are even having the elementary school students come, the 5th graders come. And that's what's really been the most, I think, proud moment of this for us, is that it's really taken on a life of its own. It was going from elementary all the way to high school, and everyone's involved, and it's really great.
And we understand this year is live on the air.
Yes. January 21st, it's live.
Back in business.
It's live.
We'll be live this year. That's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah, we're
And
very
the other
excited.
piece that we missed was that the high school students actually carry out little experiments for the public to take part in as well during the fair too. So they will also be doing hands-on experiments just with anybody who comes to visit.
For those of you who are unfamiliar with the STEAM fair, what are some of these experiments? What do they involve?
Some were making slime, some are looking at microscopic creatures, some are engineering challenges.
Right.
So the students really take charge of that, and we sort of show them what kinds of supplies we have access to, but then we give them ones we've done in the past, or if they want to update or come up with an idea of their own, then they can do that.
And it's a lot of fun to watch the little kids, the 4, 5, 6-year-olds come because they get a little stamp when they get to the station, and then they turn in their paper for a prize as they leave. It's wonderful, and we have a lot of teachers who want to be involved, and it's really great.
We visited the STEAM Fair a couple of years ago right here on Spotlight, and some of those projects are amazing.
They really are.
They really
Incredible.
are. Yes, and then we get a chance to take some of the ones that win first prize, and then they're able to go up to the next level of the what's it called?
The Tri-County.
The Tri-County.
Tri-County.
The Tri-County Fair. We've had numerous students do that. We have students even go to that next level, which is called Broadcom.
Yeah.
So it's really wonderful.
So Tom, the STEAM is live and well in Mahopac Middle
It
School.
is live and well, and we're excited to have it in person again this year and getting all the little kids in on Saturday and our elementary students there on Friday, the 5th graders
Have
coming.
any dates yet been set?
They have been, yeah. So it's the 28th.
No, the
21st. We had to move it. We had to
Right,
move
I'm
it.
sorry, we had to
January
move it.
21st.
That's right.
January 21st.
Yes.
Yep.
As they say, you be there or be square.
Mark
right?
your calendars, everybody.
January 21st, the
Yeah.
STEAM Fair returns to the Mahopac Middle School. Thank you so much,
You're very
Thank
welcome.
you.
and we'll be right back. Elizabeth Stevens, the Science Department Chair here at Mahopac High, welcome. Introduce the students for us.
Well, thank you for having us. I thought a great way to share with the community what's happening here at the high school is to bring some students along with me so that they could share a lot of the great things that we have.
Great.
So we have some students from the Science National Honor Society. We have some kids that are going to represent some clubs here today, and some of the great classes that we have here at the high school.
So why don't you introduce yourselves? This gentleman right here.
Hi, so I'm Alian. I'm currently a junior, and I've taken a broad selection of science courses at Mahopac. I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of great teachers and a lot of guiding mentors to help me along the way.
Young lady.
My name is Gia. I'm also a junior, and I have also been really fortunate to take a lot of variety of classes in Mahopac High School. A lot of this Mahopac High School offers a lot of various of science classes, including honors, APs, colleges, and just regents. Even from like a young age, so from a 9th grade perspective, you can take those AP classes.
I'm James, I'm a junior, and I'm the president of the Science Olympiad, which is a club that basically is like the STEAM fair, except at the end of February, we go to a fair and you're presented with challenges and that you have to overcome, and there's a bunch of different selections and different STEM topics that we can do.
Number 68.
Hi, I'm Liam. I'm a junior here. I've taken a variety of science courses in my time at Mahopac. I am also an officer in the Science National Honor Society, which we run the STEAM Fair, which is a great way to get middle schoolers involved and active into the STEM programs here.
I'm Ava. I'm one of the senior co-presidents of Science National Honor Society, and we basically work to push scientific goals into the Mahopac community by doing peer tutoring, things like the STEAM Fair, which Liam mentioned. We're building websites and also trying to push STEAM initiatives into the elementary schools.
Hi, I'm Sydney. I'm a senior here at Mahopac High School. And I was just going to mention how we work with the science research program specifically. It's run through Syracuse University. It's a great program. I've learned so much. And you even get to conduct your own research and use that to compete in various science competitions, even in our own backyard or even throughout the state. And I was able to win some awards, and my friends here will be able to talk about how I kind of got to that point.
Hi, I'm Samiksha. I'm a junior, and through the science research program, you get a lot of soft skills like presenting, working with mentors, writing emails, and Emma will talk about the program in general.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm a senior at Mahopac High School, and through the science research program, you're able to develop an independent research project with the help of a mentor or through a program that you can do over the summer.
So Liz, the variety here is incredible. The amount of work done by the students here under the faculty at the Mahopac School District.
Absolutely, we're so proud of everything that they've accomplished. We have a lot of motivated kids we have well over 10 AP classes, college level classes here in the sciences alone, so they have a lot of options and so many kids take advantage of them. In terms of staff, we have currently 2 master teachers, which are teachers that are recognized by New York State as being leaders in their field and wanting to advance themselves even further than they already are. So we have 2 current ones, and we've actually had 4 total. So that's just a testament to the staff that we have here.
And then we have a special young lady sitting to my left or your right. We're talking about Megan Bloomer. Megan is a senior, and she has published her research project in the Journal of Emerging Investigators. Wow. Tell us about it. It's so exciting.
Yeah, so like they talked about, I was part of science research for my sophomore and junior year. I developed my project over the summer, and then I was able to get it through the publication process a couple months ago.
What did it take? How much work is involved?
It's a lot of work. It's step by step, and Ms. Stevens really guides us along the way. We have mentors outside of the classroom as well. So I had a pediatrician help me. And it's a lot of outside work, but it's also a lot of mentorship, and you learn a lot of life skills like they talked about.
And this started in your freshman or sophomore year?
Yeah, my sophomore year.
Continue right through now?
Yeah, so I'm not part of the class anymore, but my research was published, and you're able to take a 3-year course. It just didn't fit my schedule this year.
Pretty darn good, huh?
Yeah.
Senior in high school published already.
It's impressive, and Megan makes it sound easy, but she put a lot of time in, and she went through a lot of revisions, and I'm really proud of her.
Well, we're sure you're going to hear a lot about more about you and these juniors and seniors here at Mahopac High. STEAM program is an amazing program. And I really want to thank the community also
Absolutely.
for that beautiful STEM facility that we have here at the high school.
Absolutely, and all of our administrators that support the programming and the time and energy and funding to go in to make it great.
So as you can see, STEAM, middle school, the elementary school, of course, and the high school, where the culmination really takes place. We'll be back. We thank you so much for joining us, and Christine and I will be back in just a moment. Tom Mellon is an engineering teacher here at Mahopac High, and Tom hosted a group of second graders the other day. Second graders, 7-year-olds, visiting Mahopac High. How was it?
It was wonderful, and we could tell from the looks on their faces that it was. And thinking of the Einstein quote that imagination is more important than knowledge, I think their imagination was surely sparked today, and it will make them more willing to and excited about learning STEM skills that are so marketable today.
You know, it's mind-boggling when you think about it. 7-year-old children coming to a high school, learning these procedures, these philosophies that are going to be with them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, and just like math has a curriculum, it starts with arithmetic, goes through algebra and calculus. The same could be said for engineering. There's 3D modeling, rapid prototyping. There are categories, let's say, that you can learn, and second graders can start easy. Like, let's build something on a computer in 3D and rotate it. Mm-hmm. But that leads to then, well, how would we actually make that object? For example, using a 3D printer. And then once you make it, how would you test it to know if it does what you wanted it to do? And how do you redesign it and be sure that it's ready for market or ready for the customer? And we can do that at an elementary, middle, or high school, or of course college and professional level. Mm-hmm. And Project Lead the Way is, I like to say Project Lead the Way is the fastest way for a high school to get a high-level engineering program. We brought it in with Dr. Lawrence and the former superintendent about 3 years ago. I say 3 because the pandemic was tough on all of us, but we did some good ordering and behind the scenes work during the pandemic, and we're now starting to see the fruits of that as we've had over 247 students qualify for 3 college credits from the Rochester Institute of Technology. It's elective credit, so it's not that they are now advanced as engineering students at RIT, it doesn't mean that, but it's credit that transfers to any school they attend, sort of like a music appreciation, but with an engineering theme.
So what is Project Lead the Way? Define it for us.
Project Lead the Way is part of America's response, and this is my own opinion, sure. But I think it would be, Project Lead the Way is part of America's response, let's say, to great shortages in people ready for engineering or technical fields after college graduation. My wife worked part-time at Target, and she keeps meeting people who have who have spent over $100,000 on a college education, but they're only making $100 a day with a bachelor's degree in something.
Right.
Whereas in a technical field or in engineering, you'll make $300 or $500 a day, and they're just waiting to give you a job when you get out of college.
And you're saying credits or college credits are given right here at Mahopac High.
Among all the college courses we now have 3 college credit bearing courses in engineering, and we'll continue to add to that total. And each of those courses can earn a student, or through those courses, a student can qualify for 3 college credits. So some of our seniors have 9 college credits through the Project Lead the Way program.
And when you think about the cost of higher education today, that's quite a savings for mom and dad.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we thank you.
Thank you.
Tom Mellon, one of the guests here today on Spotlight on Mahopac Schools. What an incredible program.
It's so amazing. I'm so proud. I'm so happy to be here in Mahopac to see these opportunities for our students, for all of our students, kindergartners all the way through our seniors.
A couple of other little tidbits. The Mahopac Elementary School's children the other day took part in a 5K run, and Christine was there wearing her white and black referee suit.
I wouldn't go that far, but I was definitely there to cheer the students on and wish them well before they embarked on their run. And it was a beautiful day. The students were incredibly fast, and they had a great time and promoting a healthy lifestyle. And so many of their family members were there cheering them on as well. It was a great day.
And that was each one of the elementary schools, the kids were there, and they had their jerseys on, different colors. It was fantastic.
They did. Each of the 3 elementary schools were represented, and I made a goal for myself to run the 5K along with them next year. So now that I've said it, I've aired it publicly, I guess I have to make sure that I'm ready for that next year.
Now the question's going to be, what color uniform are you going to wear?
I'm just going to be happy to be there and running.
She'll wear the Mahopac that says Super on the front. Always great to have former students of a school district come back and visit. The 50-year reunion, the class of 1972 came back to the school the other day.
Incredible. What an opportunity for us to open the doors of the high school so that our alumni from 50 years ago can return and walk the halls of the high school and see all of the amazing changes and opportunities that our current students have.
And they really enjoyed it too. Have you been to any reunions yet?
I have not been to a reunion here in Mahopac. My own reunions, I've been to a few of my own reunions over the years.
Something special.
It is. It's terrific to reconnect with people that you haven't seen in so long, and you have a bond. You have something in common. You grew up in the same place together. So it is truly a wonderful, memorable experience.
Well, again, we welcome the class back, the class of 72, and next year, the class of 73. Well, we thank you. Great show.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to collaborate with you on this.
Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of Spotlight on Mahopac Schools. For Christine Tona, I'm Eric Rose. Have yourselves a good one. Be safe. I'm not going to say happy autumn or happy not. Well, just be safe. Have a great time. Go Pack. Until next time. Bye-bye now.
For more information, please visit our website, www.mahopac.org. More videos can also be found on our YouTube news channel, mcsd.news.